Some of you know this one. It is on the CD that my sister and I made together a couple years ago. It's called Following That Star. And I always like to get folks singing along. There's a part that I'd like you to sing with, and I know that many of you sing. Because most of the people I know in this room I either know through the Syracuse Community Choir or through music. But if you don't consider yourself a singer, I still invite you to sing along if you'd like. And we're gonna try this. So it references my dad's mom. She lived in Ireland, but she sang in a choir, and they traveled around the world. And she always used to talk about how she sang for the American president. But she always said, one day I'm gonna make it. One day I'll get discovered. And she had this dream. She passed, and she was discovered as much as she was discovered. We loved hearing her sing, and the American president heard her sing. But I do feel like it's been passed down to me, as in, not that I have to be any particular kind of famous or any particular kind of musician, but that I will continue singing to honor my grandmother. So maybe you have a dream, maybe you have something like that is a calling or a hope, and that is what I'm singing about when I say following and following and following and following that star. And it goes like this, and you can sing along whenever you've got it. We'll do it a couple times. Following and following and following and following that star. Following that, following and following and following and following that star. Following that, following and following and following and following that star. Yeah, that sounds good. Following that, following and following and following and following that star. One more time. Following that, following and following and following and following that star. Following that, following and following and following and following that star. Feels good. Feels good to feel you all singing with me. Thank you. I'll let you know when it's your part. I met a man who walked everywhere he went. He said, traveling's fine until your money's spent. And even then you can, with food and company, all the places that you'll see. I met a man who was frozen in his tracks. He said, time is fine, but you can't take it back. But even then you can, with lifetimes to try to live your life just right. And I was always looking up, and I was always looking at the stars, and I was always looking up, and I was always looking at the stars. Ready? And following that, following and following and following and following that star. Yeah. Following that, following and following and following and following that star. Sounds beautiful. Following that, following and following and following and following that star. Following that, following and following and following and following that star. Yes, thank you. Try this. Mm-hmm. dominated by your doubt. It's selfish not to share it, but be careful not to wear yourself out. It's all pouring out of you. Claim it if you wanted to. You could bring a message to the stage. You just want to write the world, just want to fight, singing like you got a war to wage. Following that star. Following that star. Following that star. Following that star. Wow, thank you so much for